Hello, welcome to the Daily Devotion. I'm Kathy Morris, pastor of the Dixon United Methodist Church. The Apostle Paul took the good news of Jesus throughout the Eastern Mediterranean world. This was a part of the world in which the culture of Greek was very influential. And so there was a high value placed on human intellect and human wisdom. The Apostle Paul spoke about the limitations of human wisdom, the imperfection of our own understanding. He called his listeners not to rely on their own understanding, but to rely upon the power of God most perfectly revealed in Jesus, and specifically in Jesus as he demonstrates the self-giving love of God upon the cross. I'm reading from his first letter to the Corinthians, chapter 2, verses 1 through 5, from the New Revised Standard Version. When I came to you, brothers and sisters, I did not come proclaiming the mystery of God to you in lofty words or wisdom. For I decided to know nothing among you except Jesus Christ, and him crucified. And I came to you in weakness, and in fear, and in much trembling. My speech and my proclamation were not with plausible words of wisdom, but with a demonstration of the Spirit and of power, so that your faith might rest not on human wisdom, but on the power of God. Thomas Aquinas was one of the greatest theologians of the medieval period. He lived between 1225 and 1274. He wrote a massive theological work, the Summa Theologica, some 3,500 pages, and yet he left it incomplete. Thomas Aquinas, several months before his death, had an extraordinary spiritual experience. He said after this that he was not able to continue his work. After such an experience of mystical insight, everything that he had written seemed like straw to him. Thomas Aquinas knew and experienced the power of God's love. A love that we have in our relationship as God guides and supports us each day. God's love draws us to seek God, both with heart and mind. Here's a prayer by Thomas Aquinas. O God, Creator, past all telling, you have so beautifully set out all parts of the universe. You are the true fount of wisdom and the noble origin of all things. Be pleased to shed on the darkness of my mind the beam and warmth of your light, to dispel my ignorance and sin. Instruct my speech and touch my lips with graciousness. Make me keen to understand, quick to learn, and able to remember. And keep me finely tuned to interpret your word, for you are God forever and ever. As a prayer exercise for today, go outside where you can feel the warmth of the sun on your forehead. That is not difficult at this time of year, and it only needs to be for a little while. And as you feel that warmth of the sun on your forehead, ask God to give you the gift of wisdom. May it be a gift of wisdom that has its origin and its power in God's love.